Internet-based test. Writing section. Next, listen to part of a lecture on the same topic. You may take notes while you listen. The motivations and visions driving the development of genetic technologies are varied. Some are quite troubling. Utopian beliefs, economic potentials, and exaggerated medical promise are playing as much of a role as the desire to alleviate human suffering. Residents of North America and Europe, the populations most often surveyed, consistently oppose reproductive cloning by majorities of 85% to 90%. Sentiments among opponents of reproductive cloning are more strongly felt and less likely to change than are those among supporters. Only a small portion of the opposition to cloning is based on perceptions of its physical danger. More often, people cite beliefs that it is morally wrong, interferes with human distinctiveness and individuality, could be used for questionable purposes like breeding a superior race, or conflicts with their religious beliefs. Human cloning would foster an understanding of children and of people in general as objects that can be designed and manufactured to possess specific characteristics. Human cloning would also diminish the sense of uniqueness of an individual. It would violate deeply and widely held convictions concerning human individuality and freedom, and could lead to a devaluation of clones in comparison with non-clones. Cloned children would unavoidably be raised in the shadow of their nuclear donor, in a way that would strongly tend to constrain individual psychological and social development. Furthermore, human cloning is inherently unsafe. 95 to 98% of mammalian cloning experiments have resulted in failures in the form of miscarriages, stillbirths, and life-threatening anomalies. It could not be developed without putting the physical safety of the clones and the women who bear them at grave risk. Finally, if human cloning is permitted to happen and becomes accepted, it is difficult to see how any other dangerous applications of genetic engineering technology could be made forbidden. So, when all the arguments are considered together, the case for allowing human cloning is not compelling, and the harms of doing so are great. Question. Summarize the points made in the lecture you just heard, explaining how they cast doubt on points made in the reading. You have 20 minutes to plan and write your response. Your response will be judged on the basis of the quality of your writing and on how well your response presents the points in the lecture and their relationship to the reading passage. Speaking section. Sample test. Task 1. Please look at the 6 pictures below. I'd like you to tell me the story that the pictures show, starting with picture number 1 and going through picture number 6. Please take 1 minute to look at the pictures and think about the story. One. Tell me the story that the pictures show. 2. The man in the pictures is reading a newspaper. Both newspapers and television news programs can be good sources of information about current events. What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of each of these sources? Task 2. Now, I'd like to hear your ideas about some topics. Be sure to respond to the questions as clearly and completely as you can. 1. Many people enjoy visiting zoos and seeing the animals. Other people believe that animals should not be taken from their natural surroundings and put into zoos. I'd like to know what you think about this issue. 2. If you could visit any place in the world for a month, where would you go and what would you do there? Task 3. The graph below shows the number of workers in 5 different occupations in the United States in 1990 and the projected number for the year 2005. Take 15 seconds to look at the graph. One. Tell me about the information given in the graph. 2. What do you think might be some of the reasons for the changes represented in the graph above? Task 4. In the following questions, you will be asked to imagine yourself in a work situation. The questions are designed to allow you to show how well you can communicate in the workplace. It will be helpful for you to make notes. Remember to make your response appropriate to the situation and to the people you are addressing. Now you will be asked to respond to a co-worker. Imagine that you happen to meet a colleague who has recently received a promotion. Greet your colleague and be sure to mention the recent promotion, express your positive reaction to the promotion, and extend appropriate wishes to the colleague. Task 5. Listen to this test question. Now you will be asked to respond to a telephone message containing a complaint. Imagine that you are the manager of a catalog company that sells office furniture. After you hear the message, in your response be sure to show that you recognize the caller's problem and propose a way of dealing with the problem. Now listen to the voice message. Hello, my name is Sherry King. I'm calling because last week I ordered a wooden desk chair from your store. The salesperson said it would be delivered in 5 days. They also said it would be easy to put together. Well, I'm happy to say that the chair arrived ahead of schedule, in just 3 days. But when I tried to assemble it, I discovered that one of the legs was missing. Please call me back today and let me know what you're going to do about this. Oh, the model number of the chair is, let's see, B50, and it's the front right leg that's missing. The front right leg for model B50, okay? This is the 3rd message I've left, and I'm rather upset. Task 6. Listen to this test question. Now you will be asked to make a progress report in a voicemail message. Imagine that you work for the personnel department of a company or hospital that is revising its training manual for new employees. The flow chart below represents the steps taken in reviewing training manuals. Please take 15 seconds to look at the flow chart. Now you will hear a conversation between two of your colleagues about the revision of the training manual for new employees. After the conversation, prepare a voicemail report for Mr. Baker, your supervisor at work, who has asked for a progress report on the project. Please listen to the conversation. Hi Brad, still working on that new employee training manual that the management team decided to revise?
Oh yeah, it's been quite a job. I wish I hadn't been part of the revisions committee.
There was a revisions committee? I thought it was just a couple of you working on it.
No, the management team chose 6 people for the committee, and we met a number of times. We eventually came up with a series of draft revisions.
Did you agree on all the changes?
Oh no, that's too much to ask. Well, we agreed about a lot of the revisions, but we ended up sending some to the management team for them to decide.
And they're still arguing over it, right?
Nope, they chose what they wanted, approved it, and sent it right back to us to prepare the final form for printing. And this is it. This document is the final form of the revised manual. I'm just taking it to be printed.
Really, that's great. And when will the new manuals be back from the printers? We're waiting to give them to the new employees to read through.
I expect you'll be able to distribute them on Tuesday next week.
Wow, that means we could do the training workshop on Friday. I'll set it up. Prepare your voicemail report for Mr. Baker. In your report, you should talk about what the situation is, what has been accomplished, and what remains to be done.